subscribe and press this bell icon to never miss another lecture video. Welcome back. We are in lecture number 55 of Signals and System. This is your Fourier series. The entire video lecture from now onwards, we're going to do the discussion on Fourier series. We'll do the discussion on Fourier series in continuous time domain first, then we'll get into discrete time domain. Okay, then after that we'll get into Fourier transform. We'll do the discussion in continuous time domain in Fourier transform. Then after that we'll do the discussion in discrete time domain. After that we'll get into jet transform and Laplace transform. Then we'll go into couple of important terminologies like Hilbert function. All of those things we'll get into that. Okay, this is how we are going to, the entire lecture will flow. But very important, this lecture video is very important for you because we are not going to discuss about different kinds of questions in this video lecture. We are only going to discuss about how to tackle a problem. Now listen to this carefully, whatever things that I'm going to say. Listen to this carefully, very careful. Listen. Semester exam, for example, in your semester exam, if there is any question which is coming from Fourier series, how it is coming, you'll be given a function, you'll be given a graphical representation of some function, whatever the graphical representation it would be. In the first step, you used to find out the equation of this function. You needed to represent it in a mathematical format. That is, you need to represent it in a mathematical form. You need to represent it in a mathematical form. You need to find the expression for this. You need to find a mathematical expression for this graph in the first step. In the second step, you need to find out the a0 value. You need to find out, so mathematical expression, that is xt. If this is your xt which is asked from a graphical point of view, you find the Fourier series. Is this x of t, this is x of t which is having a period t, which is having period t or something, and as this is a periodic, you need to represent it in a Fourier series format. This is the question which is asked, and how you are going to solve this kind of question, you need to represent it in a mathematical format first. The x of t is represented in a mathematical format first, then you will get into the finding out the a0 value, where a0 is nothing but this formula. By putting this formula, you used to find out the a0 value, then you need to go for an, then you need to go for bn. After finding out all these coefficients, after finding out all of this coefficient, then you need to put the values, in this expression to find all other harmonics of this x of t, and you add all of them to represent it in a Fourier series. This series of representation is nothing but known as Fourier series. It's as simple as that. Okay, now this is the method with which that you need to solve your semester question. Listen to this carefully. This is a method of representation in your semester question to do all these things in this stepwise. But if your GATE and engineering service exam, you'll be given a kind of function or some kind of function like this, and in your options there will be couple of options would be there which is associated with the answer thing. Like you need to guess, either you need to guess from your option, and for answer you need to guess from your option, or you need to find out, or you need to guess your answer what it could be. You cannot go through this entire procedure. My dear friend, listen to this carefully, why this lecture is different from other lectures. You cannot answer all these things by using all of this method. You are not going to get any kind of time. Okay, so what you need to do, what you should do. Okay, I'll answer this question from now onwards. We'll get into that. But before that, what I'm going to represent to you, that is the point of discussion now. From next video onwards, I'll give you a couple of types of questions. I'll show you a couple of types, a couple of concepts, couple of different kind of concept, couple of different kinds of questions, and their tips and tricks ki how to solve those questions. वो सारी चीज I'll give you from the next video lectures onwards. I'm not going to solve all of the integrations. I'm not going to do any kind of integrations, or I'm not going to do any kind of summation or anything. Clear? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give only types and how to solve the tips and tricks, and I'll provide you the answers. Okay, आपको वो सारे टाइप्स देखना है, सीखना है और उसको अपने हाथों से लिखना है, सॉल्व करना है, मिलाना है आंसर से, वो सारे काम आपको करना है। पर वो सारे टाइप्स मैं आपको प्रोवाइड करूंगा फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट वीडियो लेक्चर। Now in this video lecture what I'm going to give you this in lecture 55. Listen to this, lecture 50 is very much important for your Fourier series। अपने ज़िंदगी भर के लिए ये चीज़, ये कॉन्सेप्ट आपको याद रखना है। What is this concept? The question is, we cannot solve all the by using all of this equation. We cannot solve in questions in 30 seconds or 60 seconds or 10 seconds. We cannot solve in this exam. So what we need to do, how we are going to predict what would be the series for a question, what would be a series for a question, how we are going to predict that. So we can only predict by a method which is called as symmetricity or symmetric method. What is the symmetric method, sir? What is the symmetric method? I need to learn the symmetric method so that I can solve any kind of Fourier series question in 30 seconds or 60 seconds of time or 10 seconds of time. Okay, so the symmetric method is divided into 4 types. I have divided it into 4 types. So it is a very important subject, my dear friend. आपको पता नहीं है ये कितना important है और ये बहुत ही complicated और complex हो सकता है ये अगर ये आप थोड़ा सा इधर उधर होंगे तो। I want you to watch this entire video lecture extremely carefully. Okay, so it could be a very complex and it can create a lot of confusion. Okay, I'll try my best to go extremely slow, but you need to be like very careful with this concept. Okay, it's a very simple, extremely simple concept. Simple concept ही complicate करते हैं maximum cases में. Okay, so bear with me and be with me. First thing is this method is divided into 4 ways. That means what? Any function, if it is given, if there is any kind of function is given, mostly this function could be either a pure symmetric, or this function could be a pure antisymmetric, or this function could be a normal symmetric, or this function could be a normal antisymmetric. Sir, what is the difference between pure and normal? What is the difference between pure symmetric and normal symmetric? और यही 4 टाइप है क्या, और कुछ टाइप नहीं है क्या? हाँ, और भी एक टाइप ऐसा भी हो सकता है ना सर, neither symmetric nor antisymmetric, that is neither even nor odd. सिमेट्रिक मतलब क्या है? सिमेट्रिक और इवन भी आप बोल सकते हो। एंटीसिमेट्रिक मतलब क्या है? ऑड है। ठीक है, सिमेट्रिक और इवन, एनीथिंग दैट यू कैन से एक्चुअली। और एक केस भी हो सकता है नाइदर इवन नॉर और, ये एक केस भी हो सकता है। ऐसे भी फंक्शंस निकल सकते हैं, यस वो निकल सकते हैं, पर उसके बारे में हम क्वेश्चन के जो टाइप्स हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे उसमें वो सारी चीज़ डिस्कस करेंगे। बट अभी के लिए यू नीड टू बी वेरी मच फोकस, यू नीड टू बी वेरी मच केयरफुल अबाउट दिस फोर आइडियाज। नाउ व्हाट आर दिस आइडियाज? नाउ लिसन टू दिस केयरफुली. What you need to do, how you need to, you will be given a function in the question. You will be given a graph. You will be given with a graph. Listen to this carefully, look here carefully. You will be given with a graph. For example, this is a graph. Sir, this is a graph of cosine wave ना? हाँ, so टेढ़ा मेढ़ा कर दिया सर आपने। हाँ, चला लो ना, प्लीज चला लो। So this is a cosine wave. This is a cosine wave और हम बचपन से पढ़े हैं, this cosine wave is nothing but a even signal. It is a even signal, and this is a sine wave. And we बचपन से पढ़े हैं this is nothing but a antisymmetric signal or a odd signal. Why हम लोग ने कैसे पता चल दिया ये even है और and this is odd? Sir, because this x of minus t है ना, इसमें x of t हो जाता है. That is why we call it as symmetric signal, and here x of minus t is equals to minus of x of t है sir. That is why we call it as odd signal. Okay, we know this thing. But graphically, how you can say this is a symmetric? Because it is symmetric about y-axis and it is anti-symmetric about y-axis. अच्छा, so symmetric का opposite anti-symmetric है क्या? No sir, symmetric का opposite anti-symmetric नहीं है. Symmetric is a whole different story. I'm sorry, symmetric is a whole different story, antisymmetric is a whole different story, symmetric is absolutely different story, and antisymmetric is having the same priority as that of symmetric, and it is a whole different story. Now what is the story of antisymmetric? Antisymmetric means, symmetric means a signal which is symmetric along y-axis, symmetric along y-axis, y-axis के अगर ऊपर एक मिरर रखेंगे तो इस तरफ जैसे दिखेगा इस तरफ भी जैसे वैसे दिखेगा. That is what is symmetric is all about. That is what is symmetric is all about. But for antisymmetric the rule is first fold it in left, first fold left, first fold left, then fold down, then fold it down, then fold it down, then fold it down. इसको लेफ्ट फोल्ड करो, लेफ्ट फोल्ड करने से वो ऐसे हो जाएगा, लेफ्ट फोल्ड करने से ऐसे फोल्ड हो जाएगा, और इसे बोल सकते हैं लेफ्ट को मिरर इमेज लो, इसका मिरर इमेज लो, और इसके बाद उसका डाउन पे मिरर इमेज लो, डाउन का मिरर इमेज लो, डाउन का मिरर इमेज लोगे तो ऐसे हो जाएगा. सर ग्रीन और वाइट तो कोइंसाइड कर रहा है सर. हाँ, तो वो एंटीसिमेट्रिक है. क्लियर दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. जिस तरीके ये भी अपने दुनिया में डॉन है, ये भी अपने दुनिया में डॉन है. क्लियर दिस थिंग. सो देयर इज टू काइंड ऑफ सिग्नल्स दैट वी हैव डिस्कस्ड. वन इज एंटीसिमेट्रिक, अनदर वन इज सिमेट्रिक, दैट इज ऑड और इवन. नाउ व्हाट इज द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ प्योर एंड नॉर्मल? नॉर्मल मीन्स व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्योर एंड नॉर्मल? लुक हियर केयरफुली, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. लुक हियर केयरफुली. This is the case of symmetric and this is the case of antisymmetric. It will be called as normal symmetric if it, along with this condition, if it obeys another condition, then this will be called as normal symmetric. सर कब वो प्योर सिमेट्रिक कहा जाएगा? बताऊंगा. पहले नॉर्मल सिमेट्रिक समझ लो, फिर प्योर सिमेट्रिक में चलेंगे. So this is a antisymmetric condition. This is an antisymmetric condition. Now this will be called as a normal. This will be called as a normal. This will be called as a normal antisymmetric. Listen to this carefully. Okay, काफी confused हो सकते हो आप. Listen to this the way that I am teaching you. It will going to call as normal antisymmetric if it obeys, along with this condition, if it obeys another condition. क्लियर. सो अगर ये दो कंडीशन ओबे करता है तो ये सिमेट्रिक वाला बंदा नॉर्मल सिमेट्रिक कहा जाएगा. अगर ये दो कंडीशन फॉलो करता है देन ये सिमेट्रिक वाला बंदा नॉर्मल एंटीसिमेट्रिक हो जाएगा. ठीक है. अगर लिसन टू दिस, अगर ये बंदा ये कंडीशन फॉलो करता है और ये कंडीशन फॉलो नहीं करता है तो ये प्योर एंटीसिमेट्रिक हो जाएगा. क्लियर. अगर ये बंदा ये फॉलो करता है, ये रूल फॉलो करता है, और एक फॉर्मूला जो मैं आपको बॉक्स के अंदर बताऊंगा, बाद में बताऊंगा, और ये फॉर्मूला नहीं फॉलो करता है तब वो प्योर एंटीसिमेट्रिक हो जाएगा. आई एम सॉरी, प्योर सिमेट्रिक हो जाएगा. क्लियर. सो नॉर्मल तभी होता है जब ये दो फॉर्मूला ओबे करता है. Clear. When it is obeying two conditions, then it will be called as normal symmetric, normal antisymmetric. When it is obeying one condition, आप ऐसे लिख लेते हूं मैं. ये one condition obey करता है, ये two condition obey करता है. two condition. When it obeys two condition, then it will be regarded as normal symmetric और antisymmetric. सर अब मुझे बहुत इम्पेशेंट हो रहा हूँ सर मैं, मेरे को वो दो कंडीशन बताओ ना क्या है. दूसरा वाला कंडीशन क्या है? दूसरा वाला कंडीशन का नाम है हाफ वेव सिमेट्री. लिसन टू दिस carefully. Listen to this carefully. Half wave